From the dawn of time, mermaid stories have fascinated us. Our questions range from, are mermaids real? Are mermaids dangerous or friendly? How do mermaids reproduce? How do mermaids die? These are some of the questions we have asked Google from the comfort of our homes. In Assyrian legend, the goddess Atargatis turned into a mermaid out of shame. Greek myths spoke of sirens whose enchanting songs led sailors to their doom. African tales tell of mamiwata, a powerful water spirit known for her beauty and magic. Every culture has its version, blending beauty with danger. But why do mermaids captivate us so deeply? Perhaps it's our bond with water, the source of life and countless mysteries. Maybe it's the allure of their dual nature, beautiful yet dangerous, reflecting our own fears and desires. Or is it the seductive escape they offer into a world where normal rules don't apply? You are watching the Tales of the Savannah. Subscribe and be part of the tribe. Now let's get back to the story. One of the most burning questions throughout history has been and always will be, are mermaids real? This question is frequently asked on Google and has captivated imaginations for centuries. There have been several recorded sightings of mermaids throughout history, with some as recent as the 2010s. Historical sightings include 1. Christopher Columbus, 1493. During his voyage to the Americas, Columbus reported seeing 3 mermaids, which were likely manatees. He noted they were ugly and described the mermaids as not half as beautiful as they are painted. 2. Haifa Bay, Israel, 2009. Dozens of people claimed to have seen a mermaid performing tricks. The local government even offered a reward for proof of her existence. 3. Zimbabwe, 2012. Construction workers reported mermaid sightings that allegedly disrupted their work on a dam. These sightings were taken seriously enough to halt the construction. We have featured that story on this channel, and this story fascinates us to no end. Once people inquire about the existence of these creatures, it is only logical to then ask, what is a mermaid? In this question, we seek to understand the nature of mermaids, both spiritually and physically. Perhaps we want to find out if they are more like us than fish. Maybe we want to ask, are they human? This could explain why, in our stories, they can transform into humans and interact with us for a time. This ability to switch between forms may symbolize our desire to bridge the gap between the familiar and the mysterious. It reflects the human yearning to explore different identities and experiences, even if just for a while. According to legend, they are described as having the upper body of a human and the lower body of a fish. They are typically portrayed as beautiful women with long, flowing hair and a fish-like tail. This captivating appearance combines human allure with the mystery of the sea, forming the foundation of their charm. In delving deep into the discovery of mermaids, we often ask, are mermaids dangerous? Or are mermaids friendly? The answer I have found is both yes and no. We humans have a fascination with violence, especially the supernatural kind. It's the type of violence that combines allure and danger, captivating our imaginations. Think of the beautiful witch, who is also dangerous, or the gorgeous vampire who emerges only at night to suck the blood from unsuspecting victims. Similarly, mermaids inhabit this realm of enchanting danger. Mermaids are often depicted as beautiful but dangerous creatures. In many legends, they are known to lure sailors and swimmers to their doom. Their songs, much like the sirens of Greek mythology, are said to be irresistibly alluring, leading those who hear them into treacherous waters. In some stories, mermaids prowl the rivers, waiting for an opportunity to drag a soul into the depths of their underwater caves. These tales often end in tragedy, with the victim never returning to the surface or living to tell the tale. Yet not all mermaid myths are dark. Some cultures portray mermaids as benevolent beings, protectors of the sea and friends to humans. These mermaids help sailors find their way home or save drowning individuals. This duality reflects our complex relationship with the unknown. We are drawn to the beauty and mystery of mermaids, but are also wary of their potential danger. It is this blend of allure and danger that keeps the legend of mermaids alive in our collective imagination. The question of where mermaids live takes us into the realms of mythology, folklore, and imagination. Their supposed habitats are as varied and fascinating as the legends themselves. Mermaids are most commonly associated with the vast, mysterious oceans and seas. Many legends describe mermaids as inhabitants of the deep, where they live in underwater kingdoms. These realms are often depicted as beautiful, crystal palaces made of coral and adorned with pearls and other treasures of the sea. In Greek mythology, mermaids are often linked to the ocean, with stories suggesting they live in underwater caves or among rocky coasts. The sirens, for instance, were said to inhabit islands surrounded by dangerous rocks. In addition to the oceans, mermaids are also believed to inhabit rivers and lakes. These freshwater mermaids are often depicted differently from their oceanic counterparts. In African mythology, mamiwata is a powerful water spirit who resides in rivers and lakes. She is often thought to live in underwater caves and deep freshwater bodies. Some legends speak of entire underwater cities where mermaids live in harmony, away from the human world. These mythical cities are often described as places of great beauty and tranquility. While not exclusively a mermaid habitat, the lost city of Atlantis is sometimes associated with mermaids and other sea creatures. This legendary city is said to have sunk into the ocean, and in some stories, it is inhabited by mermaids who guard its secrets. The reproduction of mermaids, being mythical creatures, is a subject steeped in folklore and imagination. Different cultures and stories offer various explanations, blending elements of fantasy with biological curiosity. In some legends, mermaids reproduce similarly to fish. This method involves laying eggs in underwater nests or hidden sea caves, which are then fertilized externally by a male merman. This process mirrors the spawning behavior of many aquatic species. Some European tales suggest that mermaids lay their eggs in secret underwater locations, guarded fiercely until they hatch. This method ensures the safety of the offspring from predators. Other myths portray mermaids as more mammalian in their reproductive habits. In these stories, mermaids give birth, similar to dolphins and whales. This method is often depicted in more modern adaptations of mermaid myths. Given their mythical nature, some stories involve supernatural elements in mermaid reproduction. These tales often include magical transformations, divine interventions, or unique birth rituals that set mermaids apart from both humans and fish. In African legends, water spirits like mamiwata are often involved in magical and mysterious reproductive processes. The offspring might be born through rituals or divine acts, emphasizing the spiritual nature of these beings. Some stories explore the idea of mermaids mating with humans, resulting in hybrid offspring who possess traits of both parents. This theme is prevalent in various myths and allows for dramatic narratives involving love, conflict, and identity. Just as the legends of mermaids' lives are diverse, so too are the tales of their deaths. Various cultures and stories offer different explanations. In some stories, mermaids die of natural causes much like humans and other creatures. They age, get sick, and eventually die of old age or illness. This portrayal is more common in modern interpretations that humanize mermaids. Many stories suggest that mermaids cannot survive out of water for long periods. If they are separated from their aquatic environment, they may weaken and die. Given their mythical nature, mermaids are often subject to supernatural rules and curses. Some legends describe mermaids dying due to broken curses, lost magical items, or failed enchantments. Mermaids, like many mythical creatures, can lose their lives due to violence. They may fall victim to human hunters, predators, or even battles with other mythical beings. In Hans Christian Andersen's tale, the little mermaid chooses to die rather than harm the prince she loves. She dissolves into sea foam, a fate that underscores her love and eventually broken heart. Lastly, some people ask, how do you become a mermaid? To those who have asked this question, my question to you is, are you searching for ways to become a literal mermaid or a professional mermaid? While becoming a literal mermaid remains in the realm of fantasy, there are many ways to embrace the essence of mermaids in both practical and symbolic ways. By learning to swim like a mermaid, adopting the mermaid lifestyle and engaging in creative and community activities, anyone can experience the magic and allure of being a mermaid. A word of caution. For those who are more literal in their pursuit, I would advise caution. Attempting to physically transform into a mermaid not only defies practical reality, but can also be hazardous. Embrace the fantasy and magic of mermaids in ways that are safe and enriching. Dear tribe members, as we continue our Snake People series, I've been researching mermaids since we are introducing them into the story. I found some frequently asked questions fascinating and couldn't resist answering a few. For those who want to dive deeper into the world of mermaids, check out our video on the different types of mermaids and the legendary mamiwata. Stay tuned as we continue to explore the fascinating world of mythical creatures in our Snake People series. And as always, thank you for watching our story, and we hope you enjoyed it. What lessons did you draw from this story? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and be part of the tribe. Thank you for watching The Tales of the Savannah. We will see you next time in the Savannah.